sees my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight.
Okay, we should be live right now. Yes, indeed, we are live right now here on Twitch. And boy oh boy, it's been a minute since I went ahead and did another one of these, but this time we're gonna be doing it early in the morning. But screw it, we're gonna roll with it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex Fuel, also known as StoryFueled Gaming, and welcome back, like I said, to the channel, and welcome back to another stream here on Twitch, wherein we're gonna be playing more Legends of Runeterra for you guys today. And boy oh boy, do I got a treat for you. Now, yes, I am using a ton here because you heard the word treat in that, little sentence that I said. Because today is Halloween for you beautiful Americans over there in the United States and across the realm. If you're celebrating that, happy Halloween to you. For me, I don't celebrate that holiday. I celebrate, like, the passing and celebrating the life of loved ones who have passed away in an event known as All Saints Day, and the extension All Souls Day. I will be celebrating that tomorrow, in conjunction, in combination with that, in alignment with that English. And so we're gonna go ahead and actually do probably either one stream or two streams. I don't know yet exactly the logistics of that happening, but for now we're gonna stick to our guns and we're gonna go ahead and do a stream right now because I like streaming, man. I haven't done any shorts or clips of my most previous stream, aka my recent stream, aka Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and I will be making that after I am finished recording, editing, and uploading this upcoming video that I'm going to be doing for YouTube, especially since I am basically bulk recording for in my leave, in my absence, English. And so we're gonna go ahead and do just that probably later today. It depends on the time constraints and all of that. It depends on everything, basically, the logistics in short. And so with that being said, welcome one and all to another stream here on the channel. And we're gonna kick it rolling with daily streams now as of this moment, as of this point, and we're gonna be celebrating Halloween in the most spooky way possible. Wherein we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play some Legends of Runeterra today. And speaking of Legends of Runeterra, I love this game. This game is it's fantastic, even though yes, the developers decided to go ahead and forgo the player versus player element of Legends of Runeterra in favor of the player versus enemy sort of playstyle, or what do you call it, sort of tactic in the front of the Path of Champions. I still believe in Legends of Runeterra being a deck building and playing type of environment, since we have a rotation standard in Eternal. And by the way, yes, this episode will fall, or this gameplay session that I'm going to be doing for you guys today falls rather onto or on the Eternal Week, as I am dubbing it, because you may be asking, what the heck is Eternal Week? Well, Eternal Week is basically a alternating streams of gameplay here inside Legends of Runeterra, wherein I'm going to be showcasing Eternal decks, aka decks that are good in Eternal, or should I say in the Eternal format. Now you may be asking, what the heck is the Eternal format? Well, Eternal format is wherein every single card in the game is legal in the format, whereas Standard is a curated list of cards and champions that you can only use inside the Standard. Whereas in Eternal, all cards from all 9 expansions are legal. So that includes, if I run down the expansions real quick, the expansions include the core set, which is Foundations. Then we go into Rising Tides, then Call of the Mountain, then Empires of the Ascended, wherein we got Shurima, or should I say Targon and Shurima, respectively. We had Beyond the Dandlewood, which is the introduction of the most busted region at the time, Dandle City, which completes rather the 10 regions in the game of LOR, alongside Noxus, Built Over in Zone, Shadow Isles, Demacia, and Freljord. Those regions complete the cycle basically with Bilgewater, Mandel City, and Targon. So that completes that. Aside from those, we had World Walker, which introduces the Runeterra champion mechanic, which is basically multicolor, within a specific rule set. Then we had the Darkin Saga, which introduces the Darkin into the game of LOR alongside their respective equipment. Then we had Glory to Navori, and the advent of rotation and the inclusion of rotation, I believe, yes, wherein a lot of things got shifted around into the Eternal format and we had the Standard format. To that one viewer who just joined in, thank you so much for your viewership. I hope you enjoy my rambling, and I hope you enjoy your stay here in StoryFueled Gaming. And don't worry, aside from card games, I am also diversifying and playing other genres games. Like for instance, yesterday I did a very fantastic episode of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, basically the first episode of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing some clips of that episode, right after finish recording, editing, and uploading this gameplay video of LOR. So keep a lookout for that. But anyways, this is gonna be interesting because I haven't done any sort of gameplay post announcement that Riot Games basically shuttered or shut the door down on player versus player, and they decided to transition into player versus enemy, aka Path of Champions. That didn't happen up until more recently, actually, because I started again with uploading and posting gameplay videos of this game by playing a They Who Endure kind of mid-range deck with Callista. And if I can find the video, let me go ahead and search through my channel here, which by the way you can go ahead and check me out over on YouTube. Is the link to the channel is youtube.com/ at StoryFueled Gaming. That is my YouTube link, or YouTube channel link. And I did a more recent Legends of Runeterra gameplay video, or the first ever Legends of Runeterra video that I did during that time is Word Back, Time to Endure Once More. And yes, I did purposely titled the video like that because, you know, edgy and all of that stuff. So, yeah, like I said, that was my first ever LOR gameplay video since I have returned to the game of Legends of Runeterra in like a couple of days ago. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue that train. We're gonna do classic decks, reformed, redesigned, and yeah, it's gonna be a good, grand old time here. Excuse me. And if you may notice, my voice is a little bit, you know, gunked up right now because, you know, stuff happens. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and roll with it. So, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and do Legends of Runeterra today. I don't know if I can stream later in the afternoon, it depends. But in the event that happens, we're gonna do Magic the Gathering, because Magic the Gathering has experienced a massive influx of new cards, especially in the Arena client, with not only Edge of Eternities, but also Throw the Omen Pass, which is basically Spider-Man, the digital version of the Spider-Man Paper set, and also we got the Arena Tower Cube, which introduces a bunch of new cards for the Eternal formats, i.e. Historic, Timeless, and Pioneer, but mainly Historic and Timeless, and also the advent of the Arena Anthology expansions as well, which introduces a bunch of new cards into the game to be used in specific formats, like for instance Historic and Timeless, but there are some cards there that are legal in Pioneer. So yeah, I am excited to go ahead and roll around with new decks featuring some of the new cards there. And yeah, speaking of Magic the Gathering, I did upload a more recent Magic the Gathering gameplay video as well, in which it is a Demir reanimator. So Demir is blue-black, so blue and black reanimator, aka the mob reanimator deck, which currently is getting traction, which I am happy about. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head on over to the gameplay now. So let's go ahead and begin. For anyone who follows the channel, thank you, first of all. And second of all, I will give you a well-deserved shout out in between the games, so that I will give you a proper, you know, shout out when I shout you out in a video and or in a stream like this. So any follow is greatly appreciated, and thank you so much for stopping by here. Arigato gozaimasu. Alright, let's go ahead and transition over to the client here. Let me go ahead and put this one over here, and there we go. Oh my goodness, I am excited. I am wow, just wow. You know what, screw this, I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here, English. So let's go ahead and begin, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, let's roll. What's good, YouTube? Alex Fuel here with StoryFueled Gaming, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another Legends of Runeterra gameplay video for you guys today, as we celebrate and continue not only Eternal Week, but also Halloween. And to those of you who celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween to all of you. For me, I don't celebrate that holiday, because for me, I celebrate the life of the loved ones that have passed away in an event known as All Saints Day, and the extension All Souls Day, which happens tomorrow. But today, we're gonna go ahead, and for you spooky lovers out there, for you spooky enjoyers out there, we're gonna go ahead and showcase a deck that is equally as spooky. if you thought that uh, the the previous deck was good, wait till you see this. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a concept that I actually didn't, come up myself. I'm gonna give a big shout outs to my boy Mega Mogwai. He is an amazing content creator and streamer as well here on Twitch. And yes, I am streaming this game over on Twitch. You can go ahead and check me out. Link to my channel is in the description down below. And also, by the way, I will leave Miguel's / Mogwai's links in the description down below because he also streams card games. Right now, he is currently streaming Pokemon TCG Pocket, which is a Pokemon game, that also is a evolution of the Pokemon TCG game, which is surprisingly popular. If I do say so myself, I did watch him, or I do watch him every now and again, and he is an awesome content creator and streamer that started out with Pokemon videos. He started out playing Pokemon during his, formative years as a content creator. Then, after Pokemon, playing the games, basically, and competing in tournaments. Like, for instance, he was the coach of the Real Maril in the Global Battle Association, or the GBA for short. He was ultimately defeated by the St. Louis Rampardos under the command of one Adrive. He is basically Adrive is another content creator who also made a card game of his own known as Elestros, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and I love both of them. They were amazing back in the day. Then after Pokemon, he transitioned over to card games. He started out playing Duelist, which is a card game mixed with tactics, i.e. Final Fantasy Tactics. Then he transitioned over into Shadowverse, which is basically card games with anime-based artwork. Then he transitioned into Magic the Gathering as well, because Magic the Gathering Arena is very popular, especially with during the release of the open beta, or the full release rather, with the release of Guilds of Ravnica. He also covered that. Then he also transitioned into this game, Legends of Runeterra, and after playing Legends of Runeterra pretty consistently for 4 years, he decided to go ahead and just, after the shutdown of, the players versus player aspect, he transitioned into Marvel Snap, and then right now his focus is Pokemon TCG Pocket. But during his, zenith, during his peak as a content creator, as a deck builder, he actually built a pretty interesting Swain deck. And that's what they are gonna feature today. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Eternal Darkbird, a Noxus Shadow Isles mid-range color / control deck, but mainly it's a mid-range deck to the core that introduces, or that has English, a 3 champion combination with 2 copies of Annie, 2 copies of Katarina, and 2 copies of Swain. This deck is basically a hybrid, basically a joint Mogwai's take on a Swain based control deck. Actually, I joined 2 ideas from him, first of which is a combination with Elise in a control deck known as Arachno Control. Arachno Control is basically a spider deck. Instead of going full on burst with the aggressive potential, he decided to go ahead and do a more controlling approach, aka Arachno Control. And aside from that as well, he also did a Swain Annie control deck, also known as, if I remember correctly, the name of the deck is Ravenous Control. I will leave both of those deck guides and gameplay in the description down below alongside his YouTube and his Twitch. If I can as well, I will also give you a screenshot of the video or videos that I'm talking about. So basically, I decided to go ahead and why not mix these two archetypes, the Arachno control deck, the Spider control deck, and the other one, the Ravenous control deck, the Shadow Isles. Why don't I mix that and I basically yoink the idea and twist it to my own desire, my own liking. So in celebration of Halloween, we're gonna go ahead and showcase off this spooky deck. Anyways, this deck is a combination, like I said, of Mega Mogwai's Arachnoid control deck, like Spider control deck, and the Ravenous control deck that features Noxus and Shadow Isles together in a more, I would say, slower deck, but in reality, now that I am looking at the deck list right now, it is actually a more mid-range deck to the core, because we have a deck that is essentially essentially designed to go ahead and be a jack of all trades type of deck. We are a mid-range deck, like I said, that combines the burn aspects of Noxus with the control aspect of Shadow Isles in a very cohesive deck. So let me go ahead and explain what this deck is all about. Fiery! So this deck, like I said, is a mishmash, a hybrid of Miguel's control lists with Shadow Isles and Noxus, with some elements from the control decks that I mentioned. Oh, my throat. Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. Like I said, they're combining Noxus and Shadow Isles together in a mid-range / control deck that features the Sentinel package. We have a full set of the Burgeoning Sentinel, or should I say Burgeoning Sentinel. I call her the Damasian Sentinel because that is her name in the playtest before she got changed to the Burgeoning Sentinel. And then we also have Burrow Sentinel in the deck as well, that benefits from you killing enemies with spells. And since we have a lot of ways to ting at the opponent and potentially kill units as well, with the full set of Ravenous Flock, a couple of copies of Scorched Earth, and the couple of copies of Withering Mist, they are very easy English to go ahead and kill off the opponent's units and essentially feel like a fearsome deck, which is very fitting for the celebration of Halloween, with the Burrow Sentinel and the Burgeoning Sentinel. And aside from that, we have a deck that is essentially a slow burn deck. What I mean by slow burn? Well, basically we want to build up a army and just smack the opponent's head with them. So we have a deck that is comprised of a bunch of units that benefits from us, killing off other units as well. And we have excellent card draw in the full playset of Glints Beyond to go ahead and enable stuff like Black Spear to go ahead and kill off units as well. And as well, we have Katarina as well. Katarina may seem out of place in a list like this, but let me explain. Katarina is a very underrepresented champion in the game of Legends of Runeterra, a 3 mana, 3 attack, 2 health champion with quick attack that upon summon, you create a fleeting Blade's Edge in hand. Blade's Edge is a 1 mana, fast speed spell that deals 1 damage to anything. So that includes units or the opponent's Nexus, aka their health. So, we are designing a deck that aims to be a backbreaking mid-range deck with a level out Katarina. Level 2 Katarina is absolutely disgusting. It is absolutely scary when level 2 Katarina pops off. 4 mana, so she increased in cost and in her stats. That upon summon, she gets to rally, and we get to create another Blade's Edge in hand, but it costs 0 this time, which is fantastic. And low-key, Katarina makes a lot of sense in a list like this. Because in a list like this, wherein we are so focused on damage, we are able to promote Swain's level up. If you don't know, Swain is actually one of, if not my favorite champions in the game of Legends of Runeterra. A 5 mana, 3 attack, 6 health, Grand General champion with fearsome that upon striking the Nexus, he deals an additional 3 damage to the enemy Nexus. And his level up requirement requires you to deal 14 or more non-combat damage. And once Swain levels up, he gets overwhelmed, and upon striking the Nexus, he deals an additional 3 damage to the Nexus and 3 damage to all enemies on the board, including the back row, by the way. And his signature spell is absolutely backbreaking, because Ravenous is absolutely busted in a deck like this, wherein not only do we have main deck Ravenous Flocks, they essentially have two extra Ravenous Flocks in Swain, or in this case 1, because we can potentially draw him later down the line, especially with the double copy of Leviathan in the deck. And then we have some other late game bombs that we can drop onto the opponent, thanks to Necrotic Arachnoid, a relatively recent addition to the card pool of Legends of Runeterra, an 8 mana, 5 power, 8 health unit from Shadow Isles that upon summon, it summons 2 Necrotic Nestlings, which are spider units that are that have rather 2 attack and 2 health, and they have fearsome, and whenever another ally dies, you drain 1 from the enemy Nexus. So basically you deal damage to the opponent, and then we get to heal the damage for 1 each, which is fantastic. And then to make this deck different from, standard, Swain control decks and or mid-range decks, I also added in 1 cheeky copy of Atakhan, Bringer of Ruin. Very nice card in this deck. A 10 mana, 5 power, 12 health Noxian unit that has Overwhelm, aka Trample, and the play ability of reviving the strongest dead ally, and upon attack you grant this beast power equal to the total attack of all allies, which is insane, especially in the late game. In the late game, this card is bonkers, and I included him as a one-off in order to go ahead and enforce our late game Noxian dominance, and that is essentially the deck list right there. It has a couple of Blade's Edge to help us out in the early game that synergizes really well with Raven's Flock, and then we have 2 copies of Annie, because Annie is an exceptional early game attacker and an potential late game finisher as well, thanks to his signature bear slash flaming bear known as Tigers. Tigers is 6 mana for a 5/5, so 5 power, 5 health, with Fearsome that has a skill effect of stunning an enemy, then you deal 2 damage to all stunned or damaged enemies. And with the deck being so controlled in nature, wherein we get to control the board and then just go ahead and go for an attack, we can go ahead and enable Tigers and potentially progress Swain's level up, which is fantastic. And Annie's signature spell, Disintegrate, is so good in a deck list like this. 2 mana for a fast speed spell from Noxus that has the ability that has an ability that reads, pick a unit. The next time it takes 1 or more damage this round, you get to kill it, which is absolutely fantastic. I don't run the regular Disintegrate in the deck because I wanna leave some space for early game units, like for instance the Cursed Keeper and the Fading Icon as a full set each to synergize with Glimpse Beyond and by extension Black Spear alongside Blade's Edge as well. Very fun deck to play. I did some test games off stream with this deck and man oh man, this deck is fantastic. So let's go ahead and jump into some games here and see how we do in Eternal. And wow, do we get an opponent right off the bat? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, Mono Shadow Isles. Interesting. Okay, Mono Shadow Isles Mordekaiser. Okay. Interesting. So he's only playing Shadow Isles cards. So that must mean he must be playing some of the what do you call it? Some of the he must be playing an Allegiance deck then, since he's playing Mono Shadow Isles. Alright, so we're gonna strat in for a long game. I think I'm gonna keep this entire hand, honestly. We got a really solid curve of 1 drop into 2 drop into 3 drop, which is fantastic. Right, let's play Annie first. Ooh, Fading Icon could be good. Let's go ahead and attack first. Progress Annie's level up and Swain's level up as well, which is fantastic. There's the Ceaseless Sentry. I think I'm gonna go with the Fading Icon here. And we see a Ravenous Butcher as well. Alright, so he is trying to promote what's his face? Mordekaiser's level up, which I respect greatly. Very nice indeed.
Meeny, miny, burn!
Ha! Well, we are gonna call it a turn though. There's the Glimpse Beyond. It synergizes really well with Fading Icon and the extension Cursed Keeper and the Blue Sentinel as well. What is this? The Iron Conquest. Okay. Interesting. I think I'm gonna go with the Sentinel here, I believe. Should I go with the Sentinel though? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's play Blue Sentinel. We could see some sort of interaction here, which we could see because Shadow Isles is a premier control region. I think I'm gonna go ahead and block with the Fading Icon. We're gonna keep the Prey because the Prey allows us to go ahead and Ravenous Slop. Wow, Ravenous Slop is fantastic here. Let's see if we get to draw. Yes, we do. Very nice. And we are progressing Annie's level up as well, which is fantastic. What in the... Okay, proliferating dark wraith. Okay, so basically they're coming. In this case, let's go ahead and go for an attack here, because this thing has fearsome. He can't be able to go ahead and block into that, which is fantastic. Here it is. So he's basically a dark wraith printer deck. Good to know. Let's play the Ravenbloom Conservatory. There's the Ravenous Butcher. I believe that's his second Ravenous Butcher. I think I'm gonna go with probably Guru Sentinel. There it is. There it is. Oh, he's going in. He's going in. We're gonna pass. Wow. Alright. So, Printer confirmed with the Soul Cleave. Alright, we're gonna pass again. Glimpse Beyond, yeah, Dark Wraith Printer confirmed. We're gonna go ahead and pass. We're gonna go ahead and block these two. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pass. Call that a turn. I could see them go down here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go for the swing still. We're gonna swing for the fences. We do have Ravenous Flock in the back, which is fantastic. We could see Mordekaiser come down. For now, let's go ahead and play Swain.
The few for the many.
Da-da-da-da! Papa Swain to the rescue! You could see Mordekaiser come down, because Mordekaiser is so good in a deck like this, or in a list like this. By the way, I love this board. Shows Vhagar as the final boss.
Indecision is the first of many weaknesses.
Yeah. We're gonna pass. Blade's Edge. Now that's very powerful alongside Scorched Earth. Wow. That's a really good top deck. Holy mackerel. That's a really good top deck. Huh. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. In case of an attack, yeah, that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and block, and we're gonna go ahead and kill off Mordekaiser with Scorched Earth. There's the level up. Oh, she's pissed. Oh, she's angry. Got him. There it is. And I believe we should pass here. Missed call. Wow. Okay. That's fine, because the last enemy that got killed off was the sentry and not Mordekaiser. Whew. We took a bit of a break there, which is fantastic. And then we have Tybok as well. Tybok is very good in a list like this. Ha 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 ha. Lead for Noxus. Ha 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 ha. Oh my, wow, that is one big dark wraith. Holy mackerel. I think I'm gonna go ahead and play Arachnoid now. Holy mackerel! Look at that! That is some big damage! I could see them play Atrocity here. Crumble. That's okay. That's fine by me. We're gonna go ahead and burn this guy down to the ground. There's another Ravenous flock. There's the Mordekaiser. Oh boy. Oh boy. Those Mordekaisers level up animation, by the way. So Giga Chad, so alpha. We're gonna go ahead and play Tybok. That's fine by me. Links Beyond is okay. That's fine. Oh boy. Ha 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 ha. And now we just gotta spread out and hope for the best. We're gonna go for the biggest swing of our lives here. We're gonna go ahead and take down Mordekaiser with double Ravenous Rock. Baby a double. Fantastic. I don't wanna overcommit now because we're just gonna head and go for the biggest swing of our life. I don't wanna overcommit like I said, so we're gonna go ahead and go for the biggest swing of our life. It's the tokens, the Tybok, and the Arachnoid. And let's just go ahead and end this. There we go. We're gonna do it like this. You can see a Vengeance here. Atrocity. Wow, that's cute. GG. Ha 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 ha. GG. Got him. That's a good showcase for the deck. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Another display of Noxian dominance, which is beautiful. Alright. That is our first win of the day, which is absolutely fantastic. Good game, bro. Good game. Nice deck, though. I like the deck. Let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see if we can face some more, you know, competent decks in here. And what do we have now? Ooh, Elder... Oh boy. This is a greedy matchup. Oh boy. And probably difficult one as well. Because Aurelion Soul, Elder Dragon, I have faced this combination in the past, and boy oh boy is it scary. I'm gonna do a full mulligan except for the conservatory here. Try to find our interaction, and turn 1 Burgeoning Sentinel is fantastic here. Let's go ahead and attack. This is why the deck is so good right now, especially in matchups like this. But I'm scared though of the late game this deck can, you know, come out. There's the Blue Sentinel. So for this, I think I'm gonna go with the Raven Bloom Conservatory. That's fine. That's a-okay by me. That's fine by me. Alright, what's next? Ooh, another conservatory. That could be good. We need some enablers for the Blinks Beyond here. Okay, so he's gonna draw both copies of his big boy dragons. And we're gonna pass. We're gonna call it a turn. There it is. There it is. There's the fading icon. Ooh, that card is a problem. Es un problema. Es un problema.
Look upon me.
That's fine, because in the event that that happens, I think only goes for Ravenous Rock. In case they want to go for a cheeky tail cascade, he does not. Okay, so in my case, we're just gonna go ahead and go for the Glintreon here. We draw into some good stuff. Very nice. I think I'm gonna pass here. Ooh, Withering Mist could be very powerful, especially alongside Ravenous Rock or Scorched Earth. For now, let's go ahead and go for an attack here. Now Targan does have access to Hush, which could be a problem. I think I'm gonna go with Cursed Keeper. And we are gonna call that a turn. We're gonna pass. There's Annie. Fantastic. The Seraphic Wyvern. Okay, and empowered. Empowered is an ability. Is basically whenever this unit reaches a certain threshold, he gets an ability. Like for instance, Overwhelm. I think I'm gonna drop Annie here.
Come out, wherever you are.
There's the Blue Sentinel. I'm gonna save this Withering Mist for the big boy dragons.
Oh, dancing partner.
That could be a mistake though. I'm not gonna lie, that could be a mistake. That could be a mistake though. Oh boy. There's the Black Spear. Fantastic. Let's go for a swing here. Because we want to put the opponent on the clock. It's fine because we can take that out a Ravenous Rock. Uh-oh. Behold the Infinite. So basically convoking into... Could be a Hush. No, a Celestial Wonder. Okay. That's fine. That's fine by me. And now he is in range of a Black Spear actually. Let's go ahead and go for the Black Spear. Because I'm gonna, like I said earlier, I think I'm gonna save the Withering Mist for his big boy dragons. Like for instance, Soul and Elder Dragon. Right? I could drop the Leviathan. It's risky, but I think I'm gonna do it.
Destination in sight.
Long live the Emperor! We're gonna go ahead and call that a turn. And deal some insane damage. Oh boy, Cadric Rain. Makes sense because he is a dragon. Let's swing. A challenger. Oh boy, that's no bueno. We're gonna go ahead and take care of that. Pronto. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and take care of that. Effective immediately. Alright. Not bad. I think we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. Effective immediately. Or we're gonna wait. Should we wait? No. His lane's almost not enough. I think I'm gonna go for Dragon's Rock just to go ahead and push some damage for Swain. I think I'm gonna go Swain here, effective immediately. Empire of not all. There it is. There he is, boys. Grand General is here, and he's here to smack some fools. And of course, he just plays this beast. This big ass beast. Oh boy. For this one, I think I'm gonna go with a Withering Mist here. Or not Ionia, because we don't have any stuns. I wish I could have I wish I had vengeances in a deck like this. Oh boy. That could be a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and pass. And good thing good thing Swain is here. Crap. Age of Dragons. That is a problem. By the way, love the Aurelian Soul animation. This could be a problem. I think I'm gonna go to bulk here, or tie bulk, just to go ahead and increase my stats. Oh my goodness! Wow, Eclipse Dragon 1111. All right, let's go ahead and go to the Glimpse Beyond. Fading Icon and Black Spear, that's fantastic. Gentle Gem Dragon is next. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. That is an obscene amount of damage. Oh boy. We could be screwed here. Oh boy. Elder Dragon, oh boy, that's a lot of stats. I think we're screwed here. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Let's surrender. Because the amount of damage that they could inflict is way too big. So let's get let's surrender, because they can't handle that much tower. Good game, bro. Let's go again. Good game. That was a very interesting game, I'm not gonna lie. And this is probably the last game of the session, if I'm gonna be completely honest. This is going to be the last session, or the last game for this session. English. Excuse me. Alright, so we're facing Seraphine Bard. He has a very good hand here. We're gonna keep it. I could mulligan for some better stuff, but I think there's nothing better than this. Oh wow. Let's play Burgeoning Sentinel and call that a turn. Let's play Fading Icon, effective immediately. Are we good here? Let's see. Okay, Mystic Vortex, okay, interesting. So he is going all in on the on the chime game plan. Good to know. And he uses Seraphine as a second, alternate Wiki Edition. Good to know. There's the chime already. Let's go for a glimpse beyond here. Oh boy, Mr. Thrift. Right, let's go ahead and kill off the prey to go ahead and draw. Yes, we need some draw here in this stage. Nice cards.
Only a few days till
There's
the show.
Seraphine,
I got this.
as expected. Excuse me. We're gonna go ahead and attack. Effective immediately. We're gonna go ahead and attack effective immediately to go ahead and enable
Sing with
the Ravenous flock. Take 3 damage, and we're gonna go ahead and put on the pressure in the form of the Burrow Sentinel into a Ravenous flock. Effective immediately, we're gonna kill off Seraphine, because Seraphine, once she gets going, it's pretty much game over. I know, and I have played Seraphine in the past, and Seraphine in the past, before the what do you call it, the unfortunate ending of the support for player vs player, Seraphine is so good. It is so good. I'm not kidding. This time, here we go. That is 1 threat down, and called it a turn. Oh, that's massive. That creature is gonna get massive real quick. Haunted Relic, I believe that's a created card. Yep. He's going on the offensive. Let's go with a fading icon here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and trade off. Boink, boink, boink. No, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There we go. That enables the Black Spear as well. We're gonna pass, trying to see if our opponent develops onto the board. That's a good target actually for a Black Spear. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and take care of the bell ringer there, English, and we are gonna call that a turn. There's Swain at last. So any unit's gonna get big. That unit is gonna get massive. So in lieu of that, let's go ahead and talk on the damage. That's a lot of damage. 5 damage, which is fantastic. Ooh, Sunken Temple. That's a good card. That's a dangerous card. Oh my goodness. But for now, I think I'm gonna go with Swain here.
By my hand will Noxus rise.
I should have played the Scorched Earth, but let's do that next turn. Call the turn. He updrafts his hand, and that's a lot of chimes. X7, are you kidding me? Oh boy. Another Scorched Earth. Oh boy. This is gonna be a trouble. Oh boy.
Son thinks I'm all sparkle, huh? Well, maybe.
Frick! That is a thick Seraphine. Oh my gosh! That is a thick Seraphine. Oh my gosh! That is so thick, it is insane. And I'm not just talking about the stats, I'm talking about Seraphine as a whole. Look at that! That is omega thick. There's High Note, that's fine.
Good one.
I could play Cursed Keeper here, yeah, let's go ahead and play Cursed Keeper. That is a thick Seraphine, though. Oh my goodness. There's another updraft. Sheesh. That stats is gonna get massive. Let's go ahead and play the Arachnoid to go ahead and have some presence on the board. Magical Journey, yeah. very good alongside Bard. Let's go ahead and attack with everybody except Swain and the Arachnoid here.
Whoa, you sound great.
We are close. We are close to finishing off the game here. You could see a high value removal spell here. High note, that's fine. And you're probably dead. Anyways. It's either you interact with this or you die. Make up your mind, bro. And you're dead. GG. GG. Got him. Absolutely fantastic. We were on the clock there, but good thing the Arachnoid, English, saved us. Indeed. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. That is beautiful execution, which is fantastic. Oh man, this deck is fun. This deck is fun. And that should be it for today's gameplay. What do I think about the deck? The deck is actually really fun to play. It's actually surprisingly strong. We only lost against one deck, and that is Elder Dragon, which I believe Elder Dragon is so good right now, especially in this more wacky Eternal metagame, that I believe the Elder Dragon is decently strong, very powerful, but against other matchups, this deck can perform surprisingly effectively against English, especially with the split to Tybulk. Tybulk is so good in a deck like this, and I love the art for this big ol' creature. And that's all I gotta say, man. Very fun deck, and that's all I gotta say. Like I said, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy the stream and the video, don't hesitate to drop a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you're gonna be watching me as well on Twitch, don't hesitate to drop a follow down below. Link again is below in the description, or in my bio here on Twitch, or in my channels here on Twitch as well. If you're gonna buy some digital products from me as well, there's a link to that as well in the description. I will cut it out on the screen as well for you guys to go ahead and check it out. And hopefully, by the grace of the heavens above, we should be able to get some sales off of that. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, and that's all I have for now. This is Alex Fuel. I'm out. Stay safe, have a good one, and I will catch you people later. This is Alex Fuel, again, signing out. Stay safe, may the Lord God above bless you, and I will catch you folks later. Adios amigos, see you soon.